Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Pilgrim Story Hour on this rainy day in Ottawa, Canada. You know, when I saw all this rain today, I just couldn't help but think about all the many times that I walked in the rain, not only on the Camino, but obviously, walking for 13 months from Rome to Jerusalem, you're gonna get wet once or twice. And I remember specifically one time when we were walking in Croatia, actually. And we'd been there for maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 days, and we'd gotten not too bad weather until then. And then the one morning that we were walking out of the town that we were in, it looked a little bit cloudy, but not, we thought, oh no, it looks like just kind of passing clouds. It's not going to stay very long. And I remember packing up my backpack that day and saying, nah, it's going to be okay. My rain slicker is just, it's a little bit buried under, but it's okay. I'm not going to need it today. And one of those funny coincidences in life, we're walking out of town and a man crosses by us and says to us, it looks like it's going to rain. And he's saying this in Croatian. He's going to be understood because he's looking at the clouds and saying, rain. And we thought, nah, it's going to be okay. Well, we start walking that day, and we didn't realize that that day's walk was actually a very hilly walk. It was one of those paths that was just snaking like this. And when we looked at it, it's like, where does this thing end? It looked like it had absolutely no end as it was climbing. So we start to walk, and no more than 15-20 minutes of walking, climbing, trying to kind of keep a steady rhythm, the sky turns black from kind of light clouds to gray to black. And without any warning, the skies just open up and it just starts to pour. And we're in the middle of the road, and as I say, we're climbing up, and there's nowhere to stop because on one side of us we have the mountains, on the other side is the sea. And what do? And by the time I took off, stood on the side of the road, take off the backpack, starts to search through my backpack trying to find that effing slicker, I was already soaked. And I thought, what do I need this thing for now? I could have just I felt like picking up my entire backpack and just throwing it into the water. I was just so fed up with it. And I finally found my slicker. I put it on. It's like, what the heck? Why do I even care? I'm already soaked. My boots are already soaked. There's already rivers of water coming down the mountainside. Like, what's the point? So I put my slicker on, and I'm just huffing and puffing, and I'm pounding up, up that mountainside. And Alberto's behind me, and he's just, saying to me, it's okay, Mony. It's only water. I'm like, I want to drown you in that water. I was just so, when you get into that mood of, I just want to finish this thing, and I don't care if it's raining or storming. Well, that is exactly how we walked for at least 3 hours, climbing upwards and upwards interminably before we could even take a break or stop. Needless to say, we were completely soaked through by that time, and I was all grumpy and upset, and Alberto was just la la la, oh, it's only rain, Mony. And he was annoyingly happy. Secretly, I wanted to feel that way, but of course, I was just too upset and too grumpy to want to feel good at all. Later that day, though, the nice thing that happened was the clouds eventually parted and the sunshine came out, and there was a moment when we actually saw a rainbow. Not only one rainbow, but it was a double rainbow, a huge, huge double rainbow that crossed the sky, and we seemed to be walking right under it. And Alberto is he's jumping down and walking down, that we're on a descent now, the road, going, look, Mony, it's a rainbow, look, it's a double rainbow. And as much as I wanted to feel excited and happy, I couldn't bring it in me. I appreciated the rainbow. I so appreciated Alberto trying to make me feel better about the day's walk. But it was one of those days that I had of walking that I just simply wanted to end. And I just wanted to share this story with you to say to you that, on your pilgrimage, there are going to be days when you're going to have really bad weather. It's going to be either extremely, extremely hot, or it's going to be extremely cold, or it's going to be rainy. You're going to experience all of it. And there are going to be days and moments when you're just going to want to throw your pack off and just throw it all away and say, what the heck am I doing? But those are the moments when you just take a deep breath and just keep going if it helps you to remember that it's only water, es solamente agua, is what Alberto would say to me, and just smile at it all, even though it may be difficult. Because there will come a day when it's extremely hot and you will wish for all of those rains to be there to accompany you. So enjoy your journey. Try to feel good about whatever it is that comes your way on the day, whether it's the weather, whether it's the people who you meet, all of it, with a sense of gratitude, with a sense of a bit of a smile, saying this is all just part of the journey that makes up my Camino. I hope you enjoyed this little story. If you want to learn more about me and my stories, visit my website, walkingforpeace.com. I tell more stories in my book, Walking for Peace and Inner Journey. Have a great day, Pilgrims, and buen Camino.